Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into some seriously unconventional marketing strategies?
Unconventional, but effective.
That's what we're here to uncover, right? We're dissecting emergent marketing trends, the one by Atama Anthony, to get those really actionable insights. 5 out-of-the-box strategies, to be exact.
Out of the box, I like that. It's about time we shake things up in the digital space, don't you think?
Absolutely. Some of these are so clever, you'll wonder why you haven't already tried them. I'm talking micro-influencers, crafting interactive content that basically converts itself.
And turning referrals into a game. The possibilities are endless when you start thinking differently.
Exactly. See, these strategies, they might seem, a little unorthodox.
But they really address how consumers are changing, how they behave. People are tired of the same old ads,
Oh, I hear you.
They want authenticity, they want things personalized, and experiences that they actually connect with.
And that's what we're getting at today. Starting with, drumroll please, micro-influencers. Now, before you think, not another influencer trend, hear me out.
It's not just a trend, it's a shift. Micro-influencers aren't those celebrities with millions of followers.
Not at all. They're individuals with smaller followings, but, and this is key, highly dedicated audiences.
Think 10,000 to 50,000 followers, usually hyper-focused on a specific niche. That's where their power lies.
Imagine you're scrolling through your feed and you see your favorite, let's say, gardening blogger raving about a new fertilizer. They're sharing their genuine experience, not just reading a script.
Right. And that authenticity makes all the difference. People trust recommendations from someone they see as a genuine enthusiast.
Way more than just a paid spokesperson. There's a great example in the report. A handmade jewelry brand partnered with a fashion micro-influencer all about sustainable living.
Perfect fit, right?
Perfect. Showcasing the jewelry with eco-friendly outfits led to a 20% sales boost. It's amazing.
It's not random. The influencer's values matched the brand perfectly, and their audience was already interested in sustainable fashion. It's about finding that sweet spot.
Totally. Ready to move on to something that's all about engagement. Interactive content marketing.
Making marketing fun and personalized. Quizzes, polls, calculators, get people involved.
I love it. It actually works too. The report mentions a skincare brand. They created a simple, what's your skin type quiz.
Genius.
And it led to a 35% increase in sales A&D email signups. It's incredible.
It speaks to our curiosity, that desire for personalized experiences. It's not just throwing info at people. It's inviting them to discover something about themselves.
And that makes it stick. People pay attention when it feels tailored to their needs.
In a world full of generic messages, that stands out. The consumer is at the center. All right, time for a strategy that gets us competitive gamified referral programs. Remember how Dropbox just blew up in popularity?
Oh, yeah. Their referral program, it was a game changer. But it wasn't just about the game itself.
Right. There's more to it. They understood psychology, how to motivate people, and wove it right into their product.
Okay, explain that.
They offered extra storage for every referral. You refer more, get more storage, use Dropbox more, tell more people. Brilliant.
And they tapped into our desire for rewards, for that sense of achievement.
The reward, the storage space, it was part of the product. Seamless integration.
Turning something like inviting friends to an app into a challenge, and people love it. Look at Dropbox's success.
Absolutely. Now get this, exclusive virtual events, webinars, those kinds of things.
You're thinking old school.
Right.
But think about it. In this digital world that's overflowing with content, a little exclusivity.
It can be very effective. Webinars, they let you connect with your audience live. Position yourself as the expert. Give them valuable insights.
Exactly. The report highlights a fitness app. They did a webinar called 5 Fitness Hacks for Busy Professionals. They brought in experts, gave practical advice,
Smart move.
and even offered a free trial as an incentive.
You need that hook.
They saw a 40% increase in signups after. People want that personal connection, the real-time interaction. You don't get that with pre-recorded stuff.
Nope. It's two-way street. Now, this last one might really surprise you. Ready? Marketing on platforms like Reddit and Quora.
Wait, what?
I know, right? They seem like just online forums, but they're a gold mine for reaching a specific engaged audience.
And it's all about being genuine, right? Providing real value in those communities. The report talks about a cybersecurity startup that had huge success by actively participating in Reddit threads about online privacy.
They offered helpful advice, and when it was relevant, subtly mentioned their software. No hard selling.
And they became trusted members of those communities. They saw a 15% increase in downloads directly from Reddit links.
It's about building trust.
Yeah.
People are wary of ads, but they'll listen to someone they see as a knowledgeable, helpful member of their community.
It's like becoming one of them, earning their respect.
Exactly. Authenticity is everything. So we've covered a lot. 5 unconventional marketing strategies that actually work.
But we're just getting started.
In the next part, we'll go even deeper, explore the psychology behind these strategies, why they're so effective in today's world.
Get ready to understand not just what works, but why it works. See you there.
Welcome back. Let's really dig into the psychology behind these strategies. What makes them tick in today's world?
Yeah, we were just talking about micro-influencers, but what's the real reason they resonate so well? Is it just the smaller following?
It's a bit more than that. Think about it. We're constantly bombarded with sponsored posts from those huge influencers.
Oh, yeah.
And they're often pushing products that just, feel out of touch.
It's like you see a celeb with perfect skin endorsing some crazy expensive anti-aging cream. Like, come on.
Exactly. Micro-influencers, they're different. They feel relatable. They share their real experiences, even struggles.
So it feels more genuine.
Right. And their audience, it's often built around a shared passion. So their recommendations, they feel more like, trusted guidance.
Not just marketing, more like advice from a friend who gets you.
Exactly. That trust is huge EE these days. Makes all the difference.
Okay, switching gears a bit. What about interactive content? We touched on it, how it plays into that desire for personalized experiences.
But there's more to it psychologically.
Tell me more.
Think about quizzes, polls, calculators. They make you participate, discover something about yourself.
It's fun.
Right. Self-discovery that feels like entertainment.
Instead of just passively reading, you're engaged.
You get personalized feedback. It's more memorable that way. Think of those silly quizzes like, what type of bread are you?
Oh, I've seen those.
You remember them though, right?
I do.
They create these positive associations.
Clever way to influence behavior.
Very clever. Now, on to gamified referrals. We know referrals are valuable, but why does adding that game element make such a difference?
I'm curious about that too.
It taps into our motivation, that desire to achieve, to compete, to be recognized. It's not just the reward itself.
Right. There's that thrill.
The thrill of the game, the satisfaction of leveling up. Remember the Dropbox example?
Yeah, they didn't just give you a reward. They made it part of the experience.
More referrals, more storage, more use of the product. It was all connected.
It made a boring task fun and effective, clearly.
Totally. Okay, let's talk virtual events, webinars. They create that sense of urgency, that fear of missing out.
But there's got to be something more.
They satisfy our need for connection, for belonging. Even if it's virtual, attending a live event makes you feel like you're part of something exclusive.
Like a VIP pass.
Exactly. You're more attentive, more engaged. It's not just passively watching, it's a shared experience.
And you get to interact with the experts, ask questions live.
That personal touch. It becomes a conversation, not just a one-way stream of information.
I like that. Okay, last but not least, those unconventional platforms, Reddit, Quora. How do you use them effectively without being, too salesy?
It's all about being authentic, providing real value. Don't just barge in with your marketing message.
Take it slow.
Understand the community, engage genuinely, build those relationships, become a part of it.
A good citizen of that online world.
Exactly. Contribute to the conversation. People will naturally become interested in you and what you do. Then, organically, you can talk about your brand, your product.
Subtly, though, right?
Subtlety is key. Don't force it. Just be helpful. Share your expertise. It's all about earning that trust.
It's like you got to earn your strikes before you get to speak.
Exactly. Authenticity wins every time. So there you have it, the psychology behind these strategies.
But how do we actually USE all this? How do we take it from theory to practice, make it work for our own businesses?
That's what we'll get into next. Practical tips, actionable steps, taking these unconventional strategies and making them your own.
Welcome back, everyone. We've talked about the what and the why of these unconventional strategies, but now it's time for the how. How do we actually use this stuff, make it work for us?
Time to put it all into practice. It's about taking those concepts and really tailoring them, making them your own. No one-size-fits-all here.
Right. It's about understanding the ideas and getting creative, seeing what works for you. So let's start with those micro-influencers. Let's say we're sold on the idea. How do we actually find the right ones?
Well, first, you got to be clear on your niche. Really nail down your ideal customer. What are they passionate about? What problems are they facing? Where do they hang out online?
So it's about more than just follower count. It's about finding influencers who really connect with the people you want to reach.
Exactly. And think outside the box,
Yeah.
Maybe there's a local blogger with a smaller but really engaged following. Someone who just embodies your brand.
Oh, all right.
Or a TikToker creating content that's perfect for your ideal customer.
Got it. So we've found some potential micro-influencers. How do we approach them? How do we build a partnership that feels, genuine?
Ditch the generic emails. Authenticity matters here. Reach out like you're talking to a friend, a colleague. Show genuine interest in their work. Explain why their audience is a good fit for your brand. Make it personal, Take the time to write a message that shows you get them, that you've actually seen their content.
Makes sense. Okay, what about interactive content? We know it's powerful, but creating those quizzes and calculators can seem daunting. Any tips to get us started?
I'd say, think about your audience. What are their pain points? What questions do they keep asking?
Right. What are they struggling with?
Exactly. Then figure out how you can address those things in a fun, interactive way.
So, like, if you're a financial advisor, you could create a calculator, like a retirement readiness calculator or something, help people plan for the future.
Exactly. Or a travel company, maybe they have a dream vacation quiz, helps people pick a destination based on their budget, their style, all that.
I like that. And once we've made this amazing content, how do we get it seen?
You got to promote it. Share it everywhere. Social media, your website, your emails. And don't forget, presentation matters.
Right. Make it visually appealing.
No one wants a boring quiz. Use graphics, animations, make it easy and fun to use. Now, let's talk gamification, those referral programs. How do you design one that really gets people motivated?
Yeah. Is it just about giving the biggest rewards?
Not necessarily. First, you got to know what you want to achieve. More customers, more brand awareness. What's the goal?
So tailor the program to that goal.
Right. Then think about your audience. What kind of rewards would they actually care about? What kind of challenges would they enjoy? Maybe it's points, badges, exclusive content. You could even do a charitable donation on their behalf.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The reward should resonate with your audience, match your brand's values, and make it fun. The more people will participate and share. All right, on to virtual events, webinars. We know they're great for building community, establishing expertise. But how do we stand out from the crowd?
It's a crowded space.
It is. And content is key. Pick a topic that your audience actually wants, something valuable to them. What are their biggest struggles? What are they dying to know? Then offer real insights, practical tips.
Something they can use, something they can't find just anywhere.
Exactly. Don't just repeat the basics. Bring in guest experts. Make it an experience. And collaborate.
Yeah.
Teaming up with other thought leaders can really expand your reach.
And don't forget to promote the event.
Of course. Shout it from the rooftops, social media, emails, even paid ads. Highlight why attending live is so valuable that it's a limited time opportunity. Okay, finally, those unconventional platforms, Reddit and Quora. How do we use them without being spammy?
It's a fine line.
It is, but it all boils down to being authentic. Be a part of the community. Don't just blast your marketing message everywhere.
Be a good guest.
Yeah. Understand the culture, engage in conversations, build real relationships, contribute, be helpful.
So when you do talk about your brand, it's not out of nowhere.
Exactly. Subtlety is key. Don't force it. Share your expertise, offer advice. People will naturally become curious about you, about what you do.
So we've covered so much today. 5 unconventional strategies, how they work, why they work, and how to use them.
It's about being creative, experimenting. Don't be afraid to step outside that traditional marketing box.
The online world is constantly changing. To succeed, we've got to adapt, keep innovating, and most importantly, find those new ways to connect with our audience.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So go out there and put these strategies to work. See what kind of unconventional magic you can create.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.